All right. Let's see. How are we doing today? Absolutely nobody in here. Let's see, why does OBS say warning? Oh yeah, bump up the bit rate. Let's quickly do that. That's gonna go here. Let's go. What do they want? Let's see. Let's get this figured out real quick. We recommend how much? 6,800. Okay, let's quickly do that. File, settings, output, 6,800. All right. What are we looking at now? Let's see. Well, it should be fixed. If I look at settings, go to output. It's fixed. Okay. Here we go. And then we go to, I think we're looking at this one. Found multiple streams. What? Should only be one. I take 5 days off of doing anything. They stream twice. Okay. That's why. One of these got to go. Let's see if we end this one. That still have 2 up. Dismiss. Which one did I end? That's why. One of these got to go. If I go to studio. Still says we're live. We have 1 concurrent. Oh, I think that buries me. That still have 2 up. Dismiss. Okay. Did I end? That's why. One of these got to go. We have the right one up now. And OBS. If we select stream, go to this one. There we go. Now we have everything working on. And I can close that. Go back. Here we go. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Kerbal Space Program. And it is... There we go. Kerbal Space Program. We have Kerbal Space Program today. Charge my phone. Put that right there. Just curious, has anyone ever played Kerbal Space Program before? Judging by the fact that there is nobody in the chat, I don't even know why I asked the questions. Let's start a new game. We're going to go career mode. With the NASA as our flag, of course. Let's quickly get some options going. We'll see, where is science words? Here we go. Science we'll put at 30. Funds we'll put at 30. Let's see what's hard. Okay, go to hard. We'll allow this. We do not allow crews to come back. You know, everything looks right. We'll give ourselves a bit more funds. We'll give ourselves 15 to start. There we go. Advanced. Yep. Yep. I think require signal for control. Yes. All right. Wonderful. Accept. We're going to call this... What is... Let's see. NASA's the National Administration or National something Space Administration. Let's see. Yep. What do we call ourselves? Let's call ourselves the Jinx Space Agency. Nice. No. Let's see. Let's Google what does NASA stand for, and then we'll just copy that. What does NASA stand for? NASA stands for the National Aeronaut. Okay, we're not doing that. We'll just become the Jinx Space Administration. No, agency. Oh, we'll put the international. The IJSA works for me. And let's start us off. I would consider myself a mediocre KSP player. I've gotten to Duna. I've gotten to Ike and whatnot. Alright. I'm pretty sure most of you guys know how Kerbal Space Program works. You have a space area. You go to the moon or whatever other planets. You research parts. If you're... Oh, that's the wrong button. If you're in career mode, you have contracts. And yeah. See, this is what we have right now. I have a couple mods on, just so we get more places to go. Like, if we look, half of these places, they aren't there. Like, where is it? If we go to Sarnus, and you go out here, there's a wormhole right here that we'll explore a lot later. Let's go back to Kerbin. Yeah, this is our lovely planet of Kerbin. We're right there on the KSC. Yeah, we have 15,000 funds. I think we should make our first vessel. Get our Mark 1 command pod. Let's put solid rocket booster underneath. Mystery Goose Science, because the way to research, you need science points. Get Mystery Goose Science. We'll actually put it right there. Can't forget a parachute. Get some wings. Just like that. And boom, that's our first rocket right there. And since I have a mod that allows me to... what is it called? It allows me to instantly gain science. We're actually going to run, not Jeb, we're actually going to put Bob on. And he will be able to do all of our science for us. Which is amazing. Alright. We're not going to name this rocket because it's literally just a science rocket. Oh, that's the wrong button. Let me get OBS open as well. There we go. Let me put, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's put that in chat real quick. And we'll pin that, John. Pin message. Okay. OBS here. Alright. Let's go EVA real quick just so we can get all of our stuff. We have E-report, EVA science, and service report. Alright. Let's see. Try and lean. What is that? Right. And I'm pretty sure we can't EVA yet. Yeah, we don't have the ability to. We're gonna time warp just a bit. Observe Mystery U. And let's deploy our chute. And land. The one mod I wish I had was better time warp. Yeah, so this is what we got going on. To the one concurrent viewer we have, I don't think it's me. That scared me. There we go, only 7 meters per second, that should be good. To the one concurrent viewer, welcome. Hope you're having a good day. I don't know if you ever played this game, but it's a fun game. I got it on Epic Games when it was back when it was free, so I got lucky. Alright, now that we are here, let me go EVA real quick. Actually, let's go EVA one last time and reset our mystery goo. And observe it. Collect, restore, board, and recover. That was a successful first mission, if you ask me. Ba-bang! 36 science. If you ask me, that's a wonderful first mission. Let's next. And we got a good chunk of funds. We got 75,000. Ooh, I just completely forgot we have contracts to do. I think it already did it for us. I forgot now that we're in science, because normally when I play in science mode. Where you don't have to pay for parts, but here you do have to pay for parts, so. Let's quickly buy some stuff. We need this. We need this. Let's see, what does this give us? This gives us the Reliant and a better fuel. Ooh, excuse me, better fuel tank. We're gonna go for survivability just for heat shields, and we get a science part. But up next we're gonna go for general rocketry. Let's see. Alright. This one we are going to see what we can do on this one. This will be our first true craft. What should our first mission series be? The Genesis? I think so. No, we'll go the Origin series. The Origin 1. This will be our first true craft. Start out with our top service pod. Ooh, forgot to buy stuff. Let's see. We'll go get heat shields. I think this is the one. There we go. Coupling, we need this. There we go. We'll buy that. And we'll buy the swivel. Let's see, is there anything else we need? Science. When you go into science. Oh, we just, out of the corner of my eye, peeped that we got a new concurrent viewer. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, we're just starting off our KSP journey here. We'll go one more set of these. Take off those. Plop in a swivel engine. Get some fins. Just like that. Science units. We need a thermometer, barometer, and a mystery goo. Let's make that all look nice and good. Let's see, is there anything that we're missing? All right, this time we are gonna run Jed. We ran Bob last time because he could do the science stuff. Actually, no, we're gonna run Bob again, just so we still need science units. Yeah, here is gonna be the start of Origin 1. Any second now. All right. Yeah, let's see. And we have liftoff. We don't have any SAS modules on, which is the Stability Assist System, I think is what it stands for. But I don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. We'll throw on maneuver mode, that way we can see our apoaps and our periaps. And we're just going to launch up high and see what we got. So get a bit of a gravity turn going. I know we won't be able to get into orbit, but you never know. Alright, let's stage. Let's see how high we're going. We're going. Oh, we actually get really high. We escape atmosphere with this. If you look in the bottom left, you can see our Apple apps. Should I get the game? I think it's a good idea. I like the game. I don't know how much it is right now. Actually, you can probably check. Let's see, where's Steam? Store. Let's see, Kerbal Space Program. It's currently $40 right now on Steam, but I would wait personally until Steam sales or Epic Games sales, whichever you prefer. But it's a really fun game, in my opinion. Alright, let's see if we can get this back into the right configuration. I think this should be good. We're gonna make re-entry, and then we'll get a nice splashdown in the ocean. My goals for today, let's see. I have about an hour or so that we have for a stream. Maybe a bit more, we'll see. My goal is just possibly get to the Mun, which is like the moon. And yeah. Normally I play on like science mode, but we're on career mode, so it's gonna be a bit more difficult to make progress. You have to deal with contracts and buy stuff and whatnot. Welcome to viewer number 2 on the day. Let's time warp a bit. Get a nice splashdown landing. And Bob, let's see. Let's look at Bob real quick. Where is it? There it is. Let's look at Bob right there. All snug and cozy in his capsule. I'm pretty sure this is the styled after the Mercury capsule in real life, or the Redstone. I can't remember. Let's close that interior display and just warp towards the water. Yeah, right there. That's our goal for today. The Mun. Cover vessel. See how much science we got out of that. Survey says 69 science. Nice. That is a lot of science. That'll be very useful for our next mission. And if we look at our contracts, let's see where's don't know where they went, but we have one contract left in the world's first record-keeping society, and that's to orbit Kerbal. See, what do we do now? I'm thinking that we go down the basic science route just so we can get the Science Junior. What is a Science Junior? Science Junior is a science unit, kind of as the name suggests, but it gives you a lot of science, so it'll be useful in the long run. Plus, we get a probe core, we get batteries, and an antenna. So I think we'll get that. We'll take a break from down here because I don't think there's anything down here that we need for a while. Yeah. However, we will go up to the general rocketry and get this purely for the fuel tank and I think the thumper as well. And with the last remaining science, we will get stability. This will be one of the last things we get in the arrow route, which is just these ones here. Because we're not making space planes. We might make space planes later. Whoa. We might make space planes later, but unsure. Let's see. I think this is what we need to go EVA. So this. Surface samples. I'm trying to figure out where our thing is to be able to go EVA is. Here. $150,000 so we can upgrade the astronaut complex so Kerbals can perform EVAs. An EVA is external vehicular something. I'm going to Google it so I don't sound stupid. What does EVA mean? Extravehicular activity. So kind of like spacewalks. However, now we will be creating the Origin 2. We're going to keep the same upper stage here. But this time we're going to throw on, if I can find it, a Science Junior. Put that right here. And then we're gonna throw on, we're gonna buy this. And we're gonna put a bunch of these on. We're not gonna use any SRBs, solid rocket boosters, just yet. Because we're not trying to go that high. I'm gonna throw the swivel on. Actually, no, because we have radar decouplers now. Where are they? Here they are. Okay, we can use SRBs. So we will do that. Use 4. Buy the thumper. It's a bit of a hefty boy. Just like that. Go into our aerodynamics. Buy the new stuff. Put that on. And put that on. Let's see, how much delta V do we have? We have 3,200. Ooh, but we are too heavy. Oh, I forgot about weight. Oh, I forgot that's a bit of an issue. Let's quickly... We're going to save and continue. And we're going to... see how much this costs. 100,000. Okay. We need to do a small test. Okay, what will give us money? What will give us money? Okay, we will do these 2 contracts here. So, haul a parachute up between 3 and 9,000 with that small of a speed. And then splash down with a TD12. So we'll make a small little thing. We'll save on money by gutting out most of this. Actually, I don't know why I kept any of it. We need this. We need our parachute. And we'll throw a couple of these on and a swivel. This is just going to be our contract craft. Nothing much here. Make sure the staging's right. And let's get the show on the road. I forgot that since we aren't, we have to deal with a lot of other stuff like weight and whatnot. Let's see, let's go to our contracts. We can't be too fast. We just gotta get 3,000 now. Okay, there's that one. I realize I can't do that. I have to revert to launch because we still need the decoupler to be attached. Okay, it's gonna be a bit harder than I thought. Actually, it's not. I can just have the parachute do all the heavy lifting. We have Jeb on, so we have SAS now. Which will be very, very helpful. Let's go here. Okay, we're there. That's the wrong button. Okay, we have to run this one last time. I don't know why I keep on messing this up. Ay, ay, ay. I'm not supposed to be professional. Alright, take 3. Alright, let's rearrange our order now. Deploy parachute. And then go to land. And use our rocket fuel as a bit of a slower downer. Okay, that's the first stage. Okay, we're looking at still a lot of speed. Perfect, and then we splash down. We have to test it now. I think all we have to do is just... Booyah! Now we can recover the vessel. We didn't gain a lot, but we got a lot of money out of it, which is the important thing. So we now have a bigger launch pad. What can we do with the launch pad? We can now have a bigger vessel and a heavier vessel. Welcome to the new viewer. Welcome, welcome. We're starting out our thingy. Let's see. Oh, we are at the part limit. Isn't that perfect? Okay, the goal for this craft. Let's check how our vacuum looks. Is to hopefully get into orbit. Will we get into orbit? I highly doubt it. Let's see, what do we get? 3201. Let's take that out and see where we go. Okay, no, we see 3201 is the time to beat. There we go, 34. It's amazing. Let's see. This should get us to orbit. And if it doesn't, I will cry. I don't think we need... What do we have right now? 31. How did I get to 30? Oh. Okay. We'll take off the mystery goo. Just because we already have one of those. Actually, I think the mystery goo is the most giving of them. So we'll keep that and we'll take off the thermometer. Put one of those on one side, one of those on the other side. There we go. Save. I can't afford. How much does it cost? 16,000? Oh my goodness, I need more money. I'm broke. I'm like real life NASA. They cut my funding. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do another contract. It's gonna be to test the radial mount drogue chute in flight. Let's go back into our... Open our contract machine. Go here. Here. Oh, and they gave it to us for free. Isn't that beautiful? Let's throw on our swivel. We're just doing contracts right now. That's all. Contract. You're like the real life NASA. Our budget's gone. All right. Let's turn on SAS. We just have to get to now 3,000 feet. Let's let the velocity drop. Can't get too high. Perfect. Let's test. Do we get it? Is this not the test? I think we might have to. I don't know why it's not working. Maybe it'll work at the end? Because that should have been tested. We'll cut you loose. That's odd. Oh, we have 3 viewers. Isn't that splendid? Welcome, everyone. We're just getting contracts done so we can try and get our space agency running. We had Jeb just chilling over here. How are we all doing today? We doing good? Hope we're all doing good. It's a good day. It's a good day. Wash down and recover. Let's see if they count our contract as done. So I tested it in the parameters they wanted. What did it say? What did it say? What? Okay, that's stupid. I tested it, and it was in Kerbal, flying, in the parameters they wanted. And why are they not giving it to me? Okay, we'll run that again. I'm pretty sure I have the right part. See, what do they want? They want the Mark 12R radial mount parachute. And we are using Mark 12R radial mount drogue chute. What's the other one we have? Ooh, what if it's this one they want? And I was just using the wrong one the entire time. We'll have both going at the same time. That way, we can for sure say that I didn't go to fly, did I? Oh, I did. Okay. This game looks so complicated. It does kind of, but don't worry, it's not actually that complicated. I would say it's not rocket science, but I mean, kind of is. I was lucky that I had some family teach me how to play the game, so. Alright, slow down a bit. Okay, we have everything going. There we go. We had everything going, cooking with gas here. Contract is complete. And we're up to 19,000. That means we can run our hopefully orbital mission. If not, we're gonna lose a lot of money. Money that we cannot afford to lose. Okay, we're probably gonna be going too slow, so let's cut the chute. Cut this chute into the ground. Yeah, the game is not necessarily that complicated. I mean, it's as simple. The complicated part is if you're trying to find like the science behind it. That all it really is just capsule, fuel, engine. Pray don't blow up. I mean, that's what I do basically. Let's see if we can land. And recover the vessel. We didn't get any science out of it, but we did get a lot of money out of it because we finished a contract. This one right here. Oh, that's why I didn't get it before, because I had to activate it through staging. I didn't activate it through staging. Okay. Wonderful. Now that's done. Let's throw that away. Open back up this. We have enough money. Barely. We have enough Delta V. Barely. We're gonna throw Jeb on here. And then we're gonna pray. Alright. Let's launch this, John. Turn on SAS. Actually, let's quickly do a material study here. Let's pray. New remote on, SAS on. Let's try and get into orbit. We're going to start a bit of a gravity turn now. A point of a gravity turn is just so that you use the Earth, or in this case, Kerbin's gravity, or because it spins that way from right to left. So if we go from left to right, then we'll cover a bit more ground. Let's go full throttle. Make sure that our roll is not going bad. I don't like the look of that. And then we stage. Okay, our Apoaps is way too high. 227,000. Okay, let's do I have? I don't. Okay, we need to upgrade the tracking station there. Such informative commentary. Thank you very much. I like to say that I know what I'm talking about sometimes. But yeah. Thank you very much. Let's warp a bit up to here. Right about here. And then now that we're at Apoaps, which is the highest point of orbit, we're gonna go full throttle. Actually a bit down as well. Raise that periaps above the Kármán line, which is 70 kilometers, I want to say. I think we have enough fuel for it. I fear we might have used too much fuel in our ascent stage. Actually, that's gonna be close. 300, 200. Oh, I think we got it. There we go. Let's clap it up. We are now in orbit. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? The Origin 2 has now made it to orbit. And we can also see, if I slow down our warp any second now. There it is. Okay, it's actually taking a lot longer than I thought. There it is, sunrise. We're gonna warp up to Apoaps real quick. And now that we are in high space, we're gonna do our Science Junior report. And look at that. 22.5 science points. Because we're in space high. Let's see, will it let us reset it? I do have, I will be honest, I do have a couple mods on. One of which is a science mod that collects science units for me. And for those who don't know, science is like the research currency in the game. Let's go retrograde and just burn the rest of our fuel off. And now we're back on a collision course with what looks to be the KSC. Trajectories we don't have yet because we don't have conics. But we should be landing close to the KSC, which is rather nifty if you ask me. We'll now warp a bit lower to under 250 kilometers so we can get to in-space low. Then we'll actually, let's stage now. Get to right about there. I do realize we did not put drogue chutes on, but I don't think that should be that big of an issue. But we shall pray it is not an issue. Kinetic materials, 15, wonderful. We will now close doors. See, we're almost at 70 kilometers, so we should be reaching re-entry. There we go. Well, since we were going so fast, was it 2.4 kilometers every second, which is about, I don't know, I don't really speak metrics, so if I had to guess 150 or no, 1.5 miles per second, which is very fast. We're now frictioning with the atmosphere, causing the plasma. The Science Junior is not really acting well. Okay, we have to spin to disperse the heat. We do have the ablator here, but the Science Junior takes on heat very quickly, so if we spin, it should disperse the heat and we shouldn't blow up in theory, but we get very, very close. It's very scary. Please tell me we're not out of electric charge yet. Okay. And there we go. Through the atmosphere. Back into Kerbal. And we'll be making, I think, a landing. Let's see. Any second now we should find out. Let's pop the chute. And yeah, I think we'll be landing right about there, somewhere along this line. In the meantime, let me get that, whoa. My Hot Wheels car pressed the wrong button. 2,400 meters per second to miles per hour. Okay, so we were re-entering at about 5,400 miles an hour. Which I don't know about you, seems pretty fast. Alright. And then we should be slowing down. And reaching Kerbal. Beautiful little splashdown for good old Jebediah. 3, 2, 1. Yep, there's it. Alright, let's recover the vessel. This wasn't really much of a science mission, as it was a contract mission. But we did get a bit of science. We got 36.3 science. And we got some funds as well because we I don't think it's in here, but because we left, or we orbited Kerbal. Let's see. We have 46 science to play with. What do we want to get? Let's see. We can get one of these. I would say 4, but we're not getting aviation. Do we want advanced rocketry, which gives us a new engine and a new fuel tank? Let's see. Do we want general construction with what's it add? It had struts. That's basically about it. Or do we want flight controls, which adds new wings and a reaction wheel? What do we want? Let's see. You guys put in the chat. What should we get? Flight control, general construction, or advanced rocketry? Swing and a miss. Let's see. I think we should get advanced rocketry. Seeing as there is no objection. Oh, advanced rocketry. Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you for voting. And everyone votes advanced rocketry. Wonderful, wonderful. We now have the fun part of trying to go to the moon. So let's see. What are we going to do? How are we going to do this? Well, first off, let's tack on another 1 to this. The Origin 3 we're now on. We're going to completely gut that stage. We're going to buy the Terrier engine. And we're going to buy the bigger fuel tank. And that was about it. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I can check. We have landing legs. Not really that important. We will buy the battery pack, because we will need that in the future, as well as the antenna. And we will buy drogue chutes. That's a bit of our spending spree for the day. Let's see. We'll throw one of these tanks on. Put the Terrier underneath. Now, it may only be 317 here. 317 Delta V on Kerbal. But if we switch this to the vacuum. We get the vacuum. It gives us 1,287. Is this the biggest fuel tank we have? No, it's not. Let's see. How much does this have? 45 plus a 90. Okay, we'll throw that on as well. That way, we really don't get stuck. Because the last thing we want to do is get stuck around the mun. We'll now throw the coupler on. We'll get these big fuel tanks. We'll add on swivel. Let's see. My friend's texting me to go to the movies. Just a quick show of hands in the chat. Has anyone seen the new Odyssey movie? I'm watching at 3:45, so I have to leave at about 3:30ish, which is in another half hour. So I think we should be able to get to the moon. Anyways, it was fire. I know. I'm seeing it for the second time now. So that'll be fun to go and do. Let's see, 4. We'll add on some thumpers, just like that. What's our part count looking like? 23. Okay, we're still actually doing really good on parts. Let's see, where is it? There we go. We have 7 more. Okay. We'll have to sacrifice something. I think, let's see. I think we'll sacrifice aerodynamics. We'll just not put aerodynamic cones on those, because we now have 3 left. I still want to put a thermometer on. Let's put it like that. We're gonna push you in, go local. There we go. Is there a way to put interstage nodes on this? No, there's not. Okay. Let's look at our delta V, see what we got here. We have enough to get to orbit, and I think we have enough to go to the moon. Or at least get a moon flyby. That's our goal, is a moon flyby. We're gonna be like the Artemis 2 on this one. Or Apollo, I think it was 8? Yeah, it was Apollo 8 did the lunar flyby. And that was where you get the moon rising photo from, if anyone knows seen it before. Down some gummy bears. Alright. The Origin 3. This should be the mission that gets us to the moon. Or at least around the moon. I think we have everything. We'll throw a battery pack on the back just for good measure. And then we'll throw a comm dish. Here we go. Extend. Tract. That's Loki probably gonna get blasted off once we go on for re-entry. So I will put it down here. There we go. Okay, never mind, we can only have 1. Alright, this is... Hopefully we'll get this to the moon. Worst case scenario, well, worst case scenario, we lose Jeb. Best case scenario, we get a cool little, mission done. So I'll start that contract as well. Go to mission control, explore the Mun. Fly by the Mun, get scientific damage, and, okay. Can we do any of these? We can do this one. Alright, wonderful. Let's warp this, let's get our ship on here. And since Jeb is now a level 1 pilot, he has prograde and retrograde SAS nodes. Well, advanced rocketry. Yes, we got it. Thank you for your vote. Let's warp to Sunrise. And after 1 hour of me babbling, I think it's time we actually go to the moon. I don't know why that's all messed up, but I think we got it. Ready? And fire. Start our gravity turn. Let's pray the Kraken doesn't get us. For those unaware, the Kraken is the the entity in Kerbal Space Program that was named for ships just randomly blowing up. They say the Kraken got to it. Okay, wonderful. We have an Apple Apps of about 80. It's a little bit higher. And now let's finish our tilt. Get to get to a full tilt. There we go. Almost there. Almost there. Gosh, it's taking forever. Alright. And I think we have enough delta V to circularize. Let's go a bit further. Right about now. Let's start our burn. This burn should take probably a bit too long. Oh, let me go on mute real quick. My mom's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Ooh, my mama called. Basically all that happened, we're in orbit. We didn't have as much fuel as I thought we did, so we had to go to our Terrier stage. And since we don't have since we don't have conics, we can't create a maneuver node to go to the moon. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to prograde. We're now going to, let's see. We're now going to wait until the moon is on the horizon, so about right here. And then once the moon's on horizon, which is any second now, right about now, we're going to burn prograde. Now this, in theory, will get us an encounter with the moon. So we're just going to watch our orbit get stretched and stretched and stretched. Until hopefully we get a MUN encounter. We're actually going to Throttle down a bit. Throttle down. Throttle down. Almost there. Throttle down, throttle down, throttle down. Okay. This is where we're at right now. What we're going to do, I'm going to warp all the way out to here. Ooh, I actually have no clue if we're even going to see if we get an encounter. Let's see. Do we get a Mun encounter? Survey says. Oh, we got a Mun encounter. That's not good at all. Okay. We're going to have to burn. Okay. Good news and bad news. Good news, we have a Mun encounter. Bad news. Okay, there we go. Well, we almost had a collision course with the Mun. The good news is we have plenty of fuel to get a nice flyby. Let's get a crew report going. We're gonna slowly get closer to the Mun. And then, yeah. W's. Let's see, W encounter. Yes, W encounter. A lot of W's in the chat. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It only took us 1 hour. And the first 5 minutes was me figuring out how to get the stream working, because I haven't streamed in, gosh, how long has it been? A year? I haven't uploaded in like a year. Alright, let's see. Let's get this situated. We're gonna warp a bit further. About 50 times warp works good for me. Start slowing down. Okay, 100,000. We're actually gonna go retrograde just a hair. There we go. Perfect. Just so we dip under 25 kilometers. That way we get the in-space low. Because it's another, they call it situations. So it's just in another situation where we can get more science. So if we warp down to there. Oh, never mind. I guess in-space near is around 50k. We're still going to go down to 25. 3, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Let's keep this going. 30. Okay, let's slow down our warp just a hair. 25. Take off time warp. Take off SAS just to keep that going. Okay, there was really no point of waiting. Look at that. 45 juicy science points. Love to see it. We'll close the doors now. And let's warp out of here. That was a pretty good encounter, not gonna lie. That was first try as well. So now what we gotta do, we're gonna go all the way out to Apoaps. We're gonna pray we have enough fuel to get home. If not, this is going to be rather embarrassing. Right about here. Did we get it? Did we get it? We got it. Beautiful, beautiful. 19 Delta V to spare. Everyone clap. We have a re-entry confirmed. We're in a stage now. And now, let's, oh, I guess that's counted as a relay because it's, antenna. Oh, never mind, it's gone. Let's make our way back down into Kerbal. My one fear is that our Science Junior is going to blow up because we are going to be entering at quite a speed. Last time was about 5,000 miles an hour. We're about to see how much it's going to be this time. Almost there. There we go. Will we get splashed down? No, we will not. I don't think. Let's start our spinning now. That way we don't be too bad. Oh, we're going a lot faster. But we are going a lot shallower this time. So I don't think we're going to get too hot. The ablator is taking a brunt of the damage, which is wonderful. Come on. I think we actually might get a landing over... We might get a KSC landing. If you look right down there, that's the Kerbal Space Center. I think we can get a KSC landing. We have to go right now. Deploy a parachute. Oh, something tells me we're not going to get it. We're going to get as close as physically possible. Yeah, that's where we started. Look where we are now, on a sunrise as well. What a wonderful day. I'm impatient, so we're going to time warp a bit. You know, Origin 1 splashed down in these waters, just off the coast of the KSC. 1 hour later, or in this case, a couple weeks later, the Origin 3 is splashing down in these same waters just off the coast of the KSC. How poetic is that? As the sun rises on a new day of our corporation, the Jinx Space Administration or Agency, I can't remember what I called it. We went to the moon. And we come back with vast wealth, or vast knowledge of wealth of whatever. Yeah. Let's recover this vessel. See how much science we got out of it. We should get a good chunk, so we went to the moon. Look at that, 139.9. And we got a whole boatload of money as well. We are at 390,000. Just shy off from the 450 we need to upgrade the VAB, or the Vehicle Assembly Building. Yeah, 'cause let's see, how much did we get from exploring the Mun? Yeah, we got 100 grand out of that. Let's see, what time is it? It is 3:09. Whoa. My friend sent me a reel. Lame. Whoa. Okay. Let's see. Currently active. We need to still test. Jeb survives another day. Yeah. Just barely. We almost didn't have enough fuel. We had 19 Delta V left over. So we just barely made it. Let's quickly test the hammer. I thought we were using the hammer, but I guess not. Oh, we were using the thumper. Alright, let's bring back the contract mobile. Let's open up contract, load. Where's the hammer? Here's the hammer. I never use the hammer. I go from the flea straight to the thumper. Alright. All we gotta do is just test this. No, that's the wrong way. Well, I guess we can get some science over here. Okay, that's gonna be a missile somewhere. I wonder where it's landing. Oh, it's going up. It's going to the side. Huh. Curious, isn't it? Looks like we'll be landing on the astronaut complex. Fun fact. Every one of these buildings, the runway, the landing pad, the astronaut complex, mission control, the VAB spaceplane hangar, R&D, the contract building, whatever it's called. I think it's the administration building. And the tracking station. All of them are considered different biomes. So what people do in the early game, they make a little buggy and they drive around getting science from all these little biomes. So we'll be able to get a little bit of science out of this. Let's see if we can land real quick. We should be able to survive. It's a bit of a heavy landing. Let's see, let's EVA, crew report, recover. That was just to get our contract done. We are no longer poor. Mission control for contracts, thank you very much. The administration building is this one over here. Ugh, random space nerd and more. You like space? I love space. I don't know about you, but seeing as your username is random space nerd and more, I think you'd also love space. Ugh, we made it to the moon technically. We did a lunar flyby, which in my eyes is a huge win for the our administration. Oh, the flagpole. I think technically the flagpole is also a biome. Let's see, mission control. What do we got? Is there anything interesting that will give us the, what is it, 50 grand we need? Yeah, 50 grand we need. We could do this one, transmit or recover scientific data from the surface of the moon. We could be lame and send up a probe so that we don't risk a Kerbal, and then just kind of transmit the data back. But I feel like that one is, we're gonna go with this one. Ooh, let's see. This one is orbit the Mun. We're not going to orbit it just yet because we need to upgrade the VAB first so we can get more parts, get more fuel. Let's see. I'm trying to see what we have because I have like 15 minutes left before I have to go. Honestly, I think what we're going to do, we're going to spend some science and then we'll call it a day. And then I'll return on Monday probably. Monday at the earliest. Yeah, look, it's been too long since I've been streaming, and I like it. It's fun, you know. I get to play a game. I get to talk to... yo, this might be KSP. Don't know the... Bro, I think he's Socrates. So rates. Let's see. What should we get? I think what we should do... Oh, that's actually a good question. I don't know what we should do. I think we should go for I'm tempted to go to electrics just because we got a probe and we get solar panels. But that is 90 of our science. Let's see. Low key, should we... This is a very important decision because this is going to dictate how our future missions go. I'm tempted to go flight control followed by landing. That way we get SAS modules and we get a better landing strut. That way when we return on Monday or whenever it may be, we can land on the Mun. And then we'd have, let's see, that's 135. We would have 35 science remaining. We wouldn't be able to do anything out of that. I mean, we could do a short little mission just so we could get general construction, but general construction just adds struts. Struts are nice, and I think it unlocks auto strut, but actually I like that idea. I like that idea very much. So we're gonna go flight control. We're not gonna go down advanced flight control because we don't need these just yet. We're gonna go landing. We're now going to do a quick little science mission so that we can get general construction, and then we'll call it a day. In the meantime, is there anything I can do here? Suborbital spaceflight. Oh, low-key, I could do that. Whatchamacall this? Oh, I should have gone the, in that case, I should have gotten the general construction so I could get the crew cabin. Oh, I'm dumb. See, how much time do I have? I have 15 minutes. Okay, I have enough time. I'm going to do a quick science mission. I'm then going to get general construction, do the ferry tourist mission, and then call it a day. That'll be what we do. Yeah, we're gonna do this one because low-key fly by the Mun. We barely did that with just one Kerbal. We're not chucking a couple others on there. Let's see. We'll accept that contract, and we'll accept this one as well because just get data from space around Kerbal. We're now going to do a quick science mission. So we'll go get 2 of these, throw a swivel on, throw some arrow on. Gosh dang, these are big. Science Junior. Just like that. Mystery Goo. Take the drogue off. We don't need that drogue chute. Get out of here. Barometer. Thermometer. Chuck that on. Wonderful. Okay. Do I have landing legs? I do. Am I going to use anything with them? I'm actually not. Launch. Alright. Let's see. What do we think will give us the best science? I'm surprised that thing is still in the air. Don't give it long to... That's, I think, our thing that fell off from our last mission. Low-key, we're going to do... What do I think will give us a lot of science? Let's go this way. We'll go to the mountains. Let's use all of our fuel to go this way. Make a little bit of a missile, you know. And in theory, we should be able to make it to the mountains. Once that gets over, we're gonna come to a screeching stop. Now. Separate. Oh, I separated too soon. Guess something tells me we're not making it. That didn't sound good. Press parachute. Did we already done this? We have not. We'll log all this data. I think I have no clue what biome we're in right now. Let's check. We're in the highlands. Okay, let's close the doors real quick. We are so close to the mountains as well. Alright. Do this. Successful, yes. Well, actually no, we only needed 10 signs, so yeah, this is very successful. Just gotta land. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Let's recover. Let's pray that that sign's gone to the capsule, because if not... Okay, we got just enough science. Okay, general construction. We're not gonna go here. L landing. Well, I put the L into landing, so I did not expect it to blow up, but whatevs. Whatevs. Let's throw 2 drogues on here. Go here. Buy the crew cabin. Just like that. And let's put a bit more fuel. That should be enough. Oh, I should also put a heat shield on. I might be asking me, why are you putting the crew cabin on? Well, for that, it's a very simple answer. That I say, there are these tourists on there. It's another episode of Contract. We're gonna do these let's go to this contract, which is subspace, whatever. What does it say? Suborbital. Oh, one of them wants orbital. He'll wait for tomorrow or Monday or whenever it may be. We're low on TWR. Thrust to weight ratio, not too good. All right. As we're in the closing stages of today's stream, it was an hour and a half, pretty successful in my opinion. What I will say is, I haven't been able to see if people have been liking the stream, so I hope you guys liked the stream. Both enjoyment and also like pressing the like button. As well as subscribe if you haven't already. I would say put on I would say put on notifications, but you never know when I stream, so. Yeah, last time I streamed was like a year ago. But you know, I have a influx of time now since got a lot more time on my hands, so who knows, more streams coming in the future depending on the game. It could be Kerbal Space Program, it could be Minecraft if we want, or Fortnite or Rocket League or any game. Heck, we could even do an Overcooked stream if we wanted to. Yeah, make sure to like, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Like what other games you want me to play, or if you just want me to keep on playing this. Seeing as there's 5 people watching right now, that's numbers I haven't had in quite some time, which kind of sounds depressing if you ask me. But let's go. Eject, retrograde, and launch the contract. Any second now. There's one guy's itinerary. Let's get a crew port. Ooh, what about a crew port from here? Dang it. Yeah, so let me know what other games you guys want me to play, if you guys want me to play any other games, or if you guys want me to just stick with this. And try and get as far as we can. That's all up to you guys. You guys are, I guess one could consider you guys the shareholders of the of both the space agency and the channel as a whole. Yeah, let me know what you guys want. As we pop those drugs. You have a lot of potential. Keep streaming. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, I started this channel, gosh, how long has it been now? 8 years ago. Low-key started off as, I don't even know why I started it. Just because, you know, that's everyone, like every 10-year-old stream is, you know, being a YouTuber or whatever. And then posted the occasional video as time goes on, and stopped for a bit, you know, for school and sports and whatnot. And, you know, now that high school is over, got a lot more time on my hands, you know? I don't really have much else to say. We got half the contract done, so we should be able to get some funds out of it. And honestly, right on time as well with when I gotta go. So yeah, I'll ask you guys now. Do you guys want me to keep playing this game? You want me to play other games? Like, what are we thinking? What are we? What's the plan? We'll cover. Hop on Fort. You know, I was thinking originally of doing Fortnite today, but I ended up doing this because, it's a lot more of a chill game. But I'll, you know, next stream, ugh. W touchdown, yes. Next stream we'll do, we'll land on the moon. Here's the plan. Monday, we'll go land on the moon. And if we have time, we might run some Fortnite. Worst case scenario, stream after next, we'll run some Fort. But we shall see. We shall see. We got about half that contract done. Oh, did we get the science? Oh, we technically did get the transmitter recover science data from around Kerbal. We got half of this done. And we still need that extra 50K. So, I will exit the main menu. Thank you all very much for tuning in today. To those who started at the beginning, to thank you for sticking around. If you tuned in towards the end, thanks for coming in the first place. Other than that, I got nothing else to say, and I guess watch your notifications Monday at sometime in the morning on the West Coast, so like Mountain Time. About maybe noonish on Eastern Time, or wherever you are in the world. I'll be live, but we'll see you then. Hope you liked, subscribe.